from Credit Union One Arena in Chicago. This is UIC Flames basketball on the Flames Network as UIC Flames take on the Drake Bulldogs. Both are at center. The tip is up, and it goes to the backcourt, and Drake will start things off. So Isaiah Jackson will bring it across the timeline in the front court. He can time this offense with a sundial here as it's going to be Sturridge on the right wing. Top the circle is Abreu. Abreu now in the free throw circle. A bounce pass inside to Jackson. Now top the circle is Abreu. Left side, Mascari. Mascari down the lane he comes. Lose the handle, picked up by Ahmad Henderson. Henderson to Skobal on the right side, and it's knocked away by Manu. And now here comes Sturridge out with it. Sturridge across the timeline in the front court. Sturridge has it top the circle. Now goes down the lane. A pass inside to Manu. Manu foul line extended left now to the right wing, and Sturridge. Sturridge top the circle, averaging 17 points a game. Sturridge left of the lane. On the right side is Jackson. Jackson now to Mascari. 4 to shoot. Down the lane is Jackson. Puts up a shot. Shot's no good. And we got a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Flames there.
Yeah, Hoodie, that's one of the things I mentioned in the pregame, and you kind of alluded to it. That Drake is going to take their time offensively. So, defensively, we definitely have to be, really disciplined on all facets.
Jackson has it at the top of the circle for UIC. Falls down with the basketball, picks it up. Jackson to Tiani, left of the lane. Tiani backs in, spins, turns, the righty hook off the rim, short, and a rebound controlled by Sturridge. Sturridge casually across the timeline in the front court for Drake. Sturridge has it on the left wing. Now has it top of the circle, nose to nose against Ahmad Henderson. Sturridge goes around a Manu screen. Now Sturridge still has the basketball. It goes down the lane. A quick pass inside to Manu for the lay-in. So Manu with the basket, and it's 2-0 Drake. Henderson on the right wing. Henderson over the top to Tiani is taken away by Sturridge. Sturridge across the timeline of the front court. On the left wing is Jackson. Jackson down the lane now, pull it out. Jackson, Abreu top the circle to Sturridge. Sturridge goes down the lane. A bounce pass inside to Manu for the lay-in. 4-0 Drake with the lead.
Yeah, this offense, and I hate to say the name, but they remind me of Wisconsin Green Bay.
Yep, very efficient.
Really efficient, movers and blockers, really moving the ball and waiting for you to break down defensively.
Here is Henderson on the left wing. Henderson to Skobal top the circle. Freeman on the right side. Freeman with a belt-tied left-handed dribble. Now a pass off to Jackson. Jackson in the right corner is Freeman. Freeman to Jackson top the circle with 5 to shoot. Jackson looking for a penetration. Losing hand of the basketball. The ball is a 4 loose, and that ends up to be a shot clock violation. So that'll be Drake basketball.
Yeah.
Here comes Jordan Mason in for Ahmad Henderson.
Well, we got to talk about defensively. Drake is a really good defensive team. 3 straight turnovers for UIC, a little bit similar to the Illinois State game. Just got to do a better job of protecting the ball here.
Sturridge across the timeline of the front court for Drake. Has it now top of the circle. Sturridge penetrates down the lane inside. Layup is good for Sturridge.
3 straight layups, Hoodie.
6-0 Drake with the lead. Freeman off to Mason, top of the circle. Mason atop the UIC logo with a belt-tie right-handed dribble. Mason calls the play, 19 to shoot. Mason on the right wing. He's double teamed. Now to Mason at the top. Left side, Skobal for 3. Missed that shot, and the rebound controlled by Tiani. Tiani left of the lane, backs in. Righty hooks a beauty. Tiani with the first 2 for UIC, and Drake leads 6-2.
That's the patience we talk about with Tiani. He got the ball, made sure that a double wasn't coming, and then a nice touch around the rim. He's been doing that all season, but he's just really patient in the post.
Abreu at the top of the free throw circle. Now to Mascari. Mascari, right-handed dribble, passes off to Abreu on the left side. Abreu attacks the basket and is kicked by Tiani. So a fresh 20 here for Drake. So it is 6-2, Drake with the lead with 16:21 left.
Yeah, Hoodie, I mentioned defense for UIC. Really going to have to talk through the screens. Drake will set 3, 4, 5 screens in a row, so that's where that discipline comes in. Either we have to get under the screen or get over the screen, but we have to communicate.
Manu. Now to Sturridge. Sturridge to Manu, right of the lane. Sturridge top the circle with 12 to shoot. Sturridge swung to the left side and Abreu. Abreu for a 3. That is missed, and the rebound controlled by Tiani. Ahead to Tyon Freeman. Freeman up the left sideline. Now has on the left wing. Tiani, top of the circle. One dribble. Now to Tyon Freeman. Freeman for three. Off the back iron, no. And the rebound tracked down by Skobal. Jackson had a chance for it. Ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to stay UIC basketball.
Yep.
Now timeout on the floor. 15:46 left here in the first half. Drake 6, UIC 2. UIC basketball on the Flames Network. Mason for the UIC Flames. A pass to Freeman on the right side. Freeman to Skobal, top of the circle. Skobal to Mason. Now to Tiani, top of the circle. A handoff to Jackson. Jackson at the top with 17 to shoot. Tiani right of the lane. Tiani backs in, spins, turns, flings up a shot and scores. Tiani with the basket, and the Flames within 2, 6-4.
Another great move, great patience by UIC coming out of the timeout. Definitely getting him the ball, Tiani the ball there, but got to get stopped here. Illegal screen here.
Yeah, Sturridge going down the lane, and a legal screen on Drake, and it'll be UIC basketball as Modestus Contreras in the ball game now for UIC to replace Philip Skobal. And Manu will sit down, and Tavion Banks in for Drake.
So, Hoodie, we mentioned this. Last two scores for UIC down to Tiani. You know, I mentioned initially that let's see what Drake does with the double. So far, they haven't doubled them. So I think you go right back to him if you're UIC here.
Modestus Contreras, top of the circle. A pass to Jackson to the top of the circle. Jackson on the right wing, 20 to shoot. Jackson cuts his way into the lane, missed the shot, and we have a whistle. Foul call. That is going to be on Drake. That's going to be on Tavion Banks, the 6'7" junior from Kansas City.
Yeah, Hoodie, going back to the Illinois State game, in the last 3 road wins, you mentioned the confidence of this team in being able to, as Jackson shoots and misses his first free throw, that, through the ebbs and flows of the game, there's turnovers, there's missed shots. They seem to be really composed still.
Jackson will have another. Free throw is good. 6-5, Drake with the lead, 15 minutes left in the first half. Glad to have you with us here on this New Year's Day. Drake against UIC. Here is Tavion Banks at the top. Passing to Sturridge. Sturridge way out high at the top of the circle. Abreu hands to Sturridge at the top. Now Sturridge tries to back in right of the lane. A pass to left wing and Jackson. Jackson, top of the circle, Sturridge with 8 to shoot. Sturridge in the lane, spins and turns, fires and scores. Sturridge tried to pass the ball. There was nobody open. He just shot the ball from the lane.
Yeah.
So 8-5, Drake with the lead. UIC with possession with Mason. Tiani, one dribble on the left wing. Now a pass to Javon Jackson. Javon Jackson holds and looks. Pass to the right corner. Contreras down the right baseline. Motors his way in, and an offensive foul. That's going to be on the Flames.
Yeah, I think that'll be on Contreras. I think he hooked him on the baseline there. At least that's what they're saying. So
Contreras on the foul. Ethan Pickett in to replace Tyon Freeman. Yeah, Contreras had a frustrating game against Illinois State. Got a technical, fouled out of the game.
Yeah.
And Coach Easton in the pregame show feels really good about Mo's game moving forward. So Sturridge, now to Mascari on the left wing. Mascari top the circle and Tavion Banks. Pass to Sturridge. Sturridge with a pass to the left wing. Abreu wide open for 3. Missed that shot from the left wing. Rebound in the hands of Banks. So new life for Drake. Abreu spins his way left of the lane. A pass out to the left wing and Banks, and they'll reset it with Jackson. Jackson at the top with 10 to shoot. Left corner is Abreu. Down the left baseline, goes in. Missed the layup, and the rebound controlled by Contreras. Here come the Flames back from left to right. Pickett on the right wing. Ethan Pickett, top of the circle. Contreras on the left side. Contreras holds and looks, spins. A pass now to Jordan Mason. Mason to Jackson, top of the circle. Jackson holds and looks with 14 to shoot. Jackson's double team. Top of the circle is Jordan Mason. Mason penetrates down the lane, spins and turns, puts up a shot and missed it. Rebound Tiani, backs up and scores. Tiani, and now a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, a real fundamental move there for any young big man. Yeah, Tiani got the offensive rebound, never put the ball on the ground, kept the ball above his shoulders and went right up. So just a great fundamental move by Tiani. Great penetration initially by Mason as well. So, Hoodie, this is just we're used to that up and down. This is just going to be a grind them out, NFC Central type, game where, the first team to 50 wins, right?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
We've seen it for a long time. So Tiani to the foul line, and the free throw is good. So we're tied at 8. And Skobal comes in. Tiani will sit down. Ahmad Henderson back in the ball game also for UIC. 13:09 left here in the first half. Tied at 8. There's an errant pass that goes out of bounds. That's going to be UIC basketball. Sturt's trying to loop a pass to the left corner, or make it the right corner, and UIC will now have possession.
And Hoodie, I was watching Coach Ben McCollum. I can't repeat what he said, but it's the funniest thing ever. It's like, you know, what are you doing?
Henderson for the Flames.
You know I catch all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I look all the time, man.
Caceres motors his way down the lane, puts up a shot, and scores! Modestus Caceres with the basket, and the Flames with the lead, 10-8.
I think with Modestus, you need him to score, but what he's got to stop doing is looking for fouls, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's gonna be contact. Just continue to finish the play like you just did.
Sturts down the lane, puts up a shot, scores, and a foul. Sturts from the top of the circle right to the basket, and now a chance for a three-point play. Foul's going to be on the aforementioned Caceres. We talked just moments ago about the frustration he's had.
Yeah.
Definitely was on display in normal, and now he has a frustrating look on his face right now as the game is tied at 10.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, and listen, he plays hard, right?
Yeah.
Just got to have to draw that line where, you know, you're playing hard and Sturts makes that free throw. Playing hard has to be a different thing from an emotional thing, you know, content, right? You got to be able to have some emotional regulation and play hard. 11-10,
Drake with the lead. Here is Skobal on the left wing. Caceres top of the circle. Caceres holds and looks. A bounce pass to Mason, goes in for the lay-in. Mason right down the lane. And it's 12-11 UIC with the lead. Going to the basket is going to be key for this UIC Flames team, establishing the painted area. Sturts has it top the circle. Sturts down the lane. He's double teamed, and Pickett takes the ball away from him. The ball goes out of bounds, and that's going to stay Drake basketball.
Yep.
Here comes Freeman in, and he will replace Caceres.
Yes.
So 12:02 left.
Hoodie, Sturts does a really good job of, you know, he'll keep the ball in his hands 10 or 15 seconds trying to navigate and get through that screen. Good job, UIC, by making him pick up the ball and lose it there almost.
Jackson to inbound. Mascari has it now off to Sturts. Sturts, left of the lane. Pass to the top of the circle, and Jackson back to Sturts. Sturts raises up from 3, knocks it down. Sturts for 3. He's got 10. And it's 14-12, Drake with the lead.
That's what I'm talking about. Just negotiates the screen and reads it well. Either he's going to shoot it or penetrate.
Now here's Pickett down the left baseline. Pass to Henderson on the left wing. Top of the circle, and Mason, he'll set it up. Jordan Mason for the Flames has the top of the circle with 10 to shoot. Nose to nose against Sturts. Now brings the dribble to the right side. Mason in the lane. Off his foot. It is picked up by Abreu. Drake now with possession. Sturts down the lane. Sturts finds a cutting Banks for the lay-in. Tavion Banks for 2. 16-12, Drake with the lead. Drake fans in attendance love that. Pickett now to Freeman. Jordan Mason on the left wing. Skobal for 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound, Henderson. Henderson for the Flames, down the right baseline. Trying to get a pass inside, falls down with the basketball. Inside is Pickett for the lay-in. Ethan Pickett for 2. And the Flames within 2, 16-4. 16-14, Drake with the lead.
Back and forth, Hoodie.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I think it's just going to be execution on both sides. But, you know, I think UIC's doing a good job getting the ball into the paint.
Flames down 2, 10:30 left in the first half. And ball knocked out of bounds as Tavion Banks had it, knocked out by UIC. And a timeout on the floor. 10:27 left here in the first half. Drake 16, UIC 14. You're listening to UIC basketball on the Flames Network. Chicago Event Graphics is where you go. Go to chicagoeventgraphics.com. A proud partner of UIC Athletics, offers retail and store graphics, corporate graphics, and printing, street signs, professional installation, and everything your business needs for the highest quality signage. chicagoeventgraphics.com. Drake up 16-14 on UIC here in the first half, Kenny, and you know, again, turnover is an issue for UIC. 5 already, just kind of like the Illinois State game on Sunday. 4 for Drake, but the Flames getting it done in the painted area.
Yeah, I mean, 12 of their 16 or 14 points in the paint. 7 of those points coming from Tiani, right? So I think two things that we need to look at is our offense when Tiani's not in the game, right? It changes our dynamic a little bit where, we tend to become more of a perimeter team, but our guards still need to be able to penetrate. And then defensively, we know what we got to do, right? We got to, Drake's going to run their offense 29 to 30 seconds and wait for an opening. We got to make sure that, we're talking through the screens and defensive rebound. You want to give this team extra possessions.
Here is Sturts to the right side, and Abreu for three knocks it down.
And as I say that, in the first 5 seconds, they shoot a three. So, yeah.
So Abreu for three. That's his first field goal of the game. Is 19-14, Drake with the lead. Mason has on the right wing. Mason, belt-high left-handed dribble, off to Henderson. Henderson on the left wing. Henderson down the lane to a cutting Pickett. Pickett underneath the basket and scores. Ethan Pickett with the lay-in. Is 19-16, Drake with the lead.
We got something going on.
And a foul on Ethan Pickett.
I think they just told him to stop talking. Yeah, I don't think it's a foul. No.
All right.
Yeah.
So 9:56 left here in the first half. Flames within three, 19-16. Sturts down to Abreu. Sturts has the top of the circle. He's double teamed. Sturts loses the handle, picked up by Abreu. Abreu holds and looks. A pass on the left side. It goes into the UIC bench. Out of bounds. It'll be UIC basketball. Great pressure by UIC.
I really like the press because what happens is that half-court press, it takes Drake out of their normal rhythm offensively where now they have to make decisions and play basketball and get sped up. I really like the call that leads to a turnover.
So here's Mason. Mason on the left wing. Mason into the free throw circle. Holds and looks now to the right side and Freeman. Freeman for three. Swish! Taya Freeman for three on the right side. And we're tied at 19.
I think Freeman forgot how open he was. He was like, wait, nobody on me? Okay, let me tie my shoe real quick and shoot this three.
Sturts down the lane, now to Banks. Jackson, left side is Mascari. Mascari top the circle. Now a pass to Banks. 14 to shoot. Sturts, foul line extended right, dancing with his dribble. Backs it out to the right wing, over the top to Banks. Banks inside, goes up and scores. Good defense and just better offense there for Drake. It's 21-19, Drake with the lead.
Yep. Back and forth we go, Hoodie.
Here's Mason. Mason at the top of the circle. Mason, between the legs dribble, double teamed. Now to the right side and Henderson. Henderson down the right baseline. A pass to the top and Mason. Mason penetrates, will stop, Ben pop, Ben got it! Mason in the lane with the jumper, and we're tied at 21.
And that's the penetration we talked about, Ahmad Henderson, but I think with Mason, didn't over-penetrate, took the little 15, 14-foot shot instead of going too deep into the lane. Real easy shot for him to make.
Mascari on the right wing. Abreu, bounce pass to Sturts. Sturts with 10 to shoot. Sturts at the top. Sturts, a bounce pass to Banks, missed that jumper, and the rebound tracked down by Jackson. New life here for Drake, and it goes out in the backcourt, over and back on Drake, and it'll be UIC basketball. So, a timeout on the floor. 7:54 left here in the first half. Tied at 21 between the Drake Bulldogs and the UIC Flames on the Flames Network. UIC 21, Drake 21 here at Credit Union One Arena in Chicago for UIC Flames basketball. Ben McCollum, by the way, is the first-year head coach here. Spent 15 seasons as head coach at Northwest Missouri State. Four-time national champion, 394 wins with the Bearcats, at least 21 wins in each of the last 13 seasons. And now he's with the Drake Bulldogs as UIC with possession with Freeman. Missing that three from the top and the rebound of Abreu. 7:40 left here in the first half. Abreu, pass to the right side of Isaiah Howard, who's checked in. Howard now to Manu. Manu holds and looks with 13 to shoot. Here's Sturts in the free throw circle. Makes his way down the lane. A pass inside to Manu for the dunk. Manu with now 6 points, and it's 23-21 Drake.
Yeah, Sturts again, making something happen. 6 assists for him.
Jackson, top of the circle. Jackson spins his way down the lane. Puts a reverse layup, shot's no good, and the rebound Manu. Sturts into the front court. Sturts brings his dribble to the left wing. Now has it top the circle. Sturts down the lane, puts up a shot high off the glass, no, and tipped back in by Manu. 25-21, Drake with a 4-point advantage. Ty Freeman quickly left of the lane for UIC to Tiani. Freeman on the left wing. Freeman, a pass to Tiani, left of the lane. Tiani backs in on Abreu, backs in left of the lane. A pass to Jackson, inside to Tiani, and we have a whistle. Foul's going to be called on Drake. Yeah, that's going to be on Abreu on the inside.
Yeah, and so far Drake has not, elected to double team there, Tiani there, but Jackson got away with something like he took his man over to kind of receive the pass. You got to get out of there when Tiani's trying to get in the post. Don't bring another man over there because then he can double easily.
Here's Skobal backing in left of the lane. Puts up a flying one-hander, and the shot is good. So Skobal gets on the board for his first 2, and the Flames within 2.
Yeah, I got to talk to Skobal about that. All you do is shoot 3, son.
Okay.
You got a post game now?
Yeah. His third stop the circle, and we got an illegal screen, offensive foul on Drake. And that's going to be on Abreu.
Yep.
So it's going to be UIC basketball. Here comes Ethan Pickett in for Ty Freeman. 6:14 left, and Drake up 25-23. Mason will inbound in front of us. And it'll be Javon Jackson in the front court. Jackson on the left wing. Jackson now has the top of the circle. Bounce pass to Skobal. Skobal left of the lane. Backs in. Spins and turns. Turnaround jumper. It's good! Skobal. Turnaround jumper on the baseline. And we're tied at 25.
Dude, but it's a new year. He didn't change his game on us. A little fadeaway at the mid-post there.
Happy New Year, Skobal.
That's right.
The scary. Now to Manu. Manu. A pass to Sturts. Sturts down the lane he comes, and the layup is good. Sturts right to the basket. Sturts now with 12 points, along with his 6th assist. 27-25, Drake with the lead. Mason on the left wing, and is knocked out by Isaiah Howard, so be 21 on the clock for UIC. 5:25 left here in the first half. Mason inbound, looks, now finds Jackson. Jordan sets it up. Jordan, Mason passes to Jackson. Now back to Jordan Mason on the left wing, 10 to shoot. Mason, down the lane he comes, and he's tied up with Sturts. Possession arrow will stay with UIC.
A lot of contact there. They call it tie-up, but I thought initially on the penetration he was getting bumped the whole way.
He was, yeah. But what conference are we in?
That's right. Yeah, it's not a foul unless they call it.
Yeah. 6 to shoot for UIC as Jackson inbound. Jackson looks over the top to Skobal. Skobal, right baseline, backs in, and the fall-away jumper is missed in the rebound Manu. Flames down 27-25. 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Sturts brings his dribble to the right wing against Mason. Sturts now has the top of the circle. Sturts at the top against Pickett. Sturts with 10 to shoot. Sturts, a bounce pass to Isaiah Howard. And now to Mascari. Mascari inside, and the layup is good. Sturts going right down the lane for the lay-in. 29-25, Drake with the lead. Here's Pickett on the right side. Pickett, Skobal top the circle, back to Pickett. Pickett right wing, top the circle, Skobal. Right side is Pickett. Pickett for 3, missed that shot, and the rebound in the hands of Sturts. Sturts will walk the ball up and bring it to the front court for Drake. Sturts, top of the circle. Sturts, right side is Mascari. Sturts top of the circle. Mascari, top of the circle is Sturts. 5 to shoot. Mascari for 3. Missed everything in the rebound and controlled by Skobal. Jordan Mason in the front court for UIC. Off to Skobal. Skobal on the right side over the top to Siani, and it's deflected in the hands of Pickett. Pickett to Jordan Mason. Mason will stop and pop. Missed it from the lane, and the rebound controlled by Sturts. Flames down 4, 29-25 with 3:27 left in the first half.
So Flames in a 2-3 zone. You saw that last defensive possession here. So UIC stand in the zone.
Sturts trying to get a pass over the top, and it's deflected out by Siani. Out of bounds. It's going to be Drake basketball, and timeout on the floor. 3:17 left here in the first half. Drake 29, UIC 25. You know, when we watch Drake, Kenny, we're watching an IHSA high school pace, no shot clock, just take, I mean, that's what it kind of looks like.
I mean,
they perform like there's no shot clock because they have so much patience on the offensive end.
I mean, I touched on it before. They remind me of the old, 1990 Dick Bennett teams at Wisconsin, Green Bay. They're just going to run their offense. Exactly. Shot clock really doesn't mean anything to them at all. So 15 seconds on the clock here.
So Sturts to inbound to Mascari on the left wing. Mascari, top of the circle as Isaiah Howard. Howard falls down with the basketball and picks it up. Howard now to Sturts. Way out high at the top of the circle with 3 to shoot. Sturts tries to get a pass, and that is an air ball. Isaiah Howard at the last second trying to score it. And that'll be UIC basketball.
Good job by UIC. 15 seconds on the clock there. Did a really good job of kind of defending and forcing a bad shot by Drake, which we haven't seen a lot this first half.
Mason now to Scoball. Scoball to Mason for the Flames on the right wing. Mason top of the circle. Mason spins and turns to Tyon Freeman. Freeman over the top to Consleris. Consleris backs in left of the lane. Spins and turns. Puts up a shot. It's blocked out of bounds by Isaiah Howard with 9 to shoot. Of course, you weren't talking about those Dick Bennett teams. It's not the mess that Doug Gottlieb has in Wisconsin Green Bay now, correct?
Yeah, no, yeah. Come on now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That thing there.
That's craziness.
I wish we'd play him.
Yeah.
Jackson over the top to Consleris. Consleris to Mason on the left wing. Nice, easy win. Scoball for 3. Missed that shot to the left wing in the rebound.
I like how you snuck that.
Controlled by Sturts.
That's just the pro guys right there.
Sturts stopped the circle. That's his radio show and coaches. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
There is now Howard in the free throw circle. A bounce pass inside to Manu. And the flying one-hander, shot's no good, and the rebound tracked down by Jackson. Jackson for the Flames. Has it on the left wing. Now to Mason. Jordan Mason on the left wing. 2 minutes left here in the first half as Mason loops a pass to Consleris. Inside, scores, and a foul! Consleris, and now a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, good job. Oh, he's calling on the ground? Okay.
Yeah, they're going to call it. The foul's going to be on Andrew Aliyah for Drake.
Oh, wow. I mean,
call on the floor, so it will not be a three-point play.
Yeah, I think that's what Consleris is like. Well, I was obviously shooting.
Wow.
That's
a horrible call.
That's not a good call at all.
Right there.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty clear he was in the act of shooting, right?
It was.
But for you to call that on the ground, I mean, that's... Yeah.
So Consleris is going to walk off here, and it'll be Siani in. So 29-25, Drake with the lead. Here is Scoball on the right wing for 3. Switch! Philip Scoball for 3 on the right wing. He's got 7, and the Flames within 1, 29-28. Sturts into the front court. Here is Sturts. Now to Isaiah Howard. Sturts down the lane. A quick pass inside to Howard, puts up a shot, no, and a whistle, and a foul call.
Yeah.
Foul's going to be on, let's see, it's going to be on Tyon Freeman. All right. So 3 team fouls for UIC, and it's going to be Isaiah Howard to the foul line. Isaiah, by the way, spelled I-S-A-I-A.
I mean, so Hoodie, as he shoots and misses that first free throw ball on the line, I was just going to say, if you're going to call that call, then you got to call a shooting foul down there with Consleris as well.
Nate Ferguson in for Drake. And the officials are going to the Drake bench. And he's telling the bench to sit down. Free throw is good. So 1 for 2 on that trip for Isaiah Howard. Jackson now in for Howard. 1:30 left here for the first half. 30-28 Drake with the lead. Our halftime guest will be UIC Flames women's basketball coach Ashleen Bracey.
Doing a great job, isn't she?
Yeah. We'll get a chance to get her thoughts about the season. Jackson top of the circle. Freeman for 3. Swish! Tyon Freeman for 3 on the right right side. He's got 6, and the Flames up 31-30.
First lead for UIC.
Sturts, top of the circle. Ferguson, now to Sturts. Sturts backs it out on the right wing. Sturts has it now top of the circle. Sturts dancing with his dribble. Now to Banks. Sturts with 10 to shoot. Inside it goes to Banks. Banks in the lane. Pass to the right side and Jackson. Jackson with 3, with 2. Jackson puts up a shot and scores. 45 and 5/10 seconds left. And timeout, UIC.
I think they were checking. I don't know if it's going to be a timeout. I think they were checking the shot clock. Yeah, they're going to review the shot got off before the shot clock, I think, Hoodie.
All right. So at this point in time, it's 32-31 Drake. So.
Yeah, see if we can get a. Yeah, see if we can get an explanation on what they're trying to check. His Hoodie, in his professionalism,
I like the
trying
eavesdrop.
trying to sneak that mic over.
I like the eavesdrop. See what they're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, referee Marcus Pettigrew says the bucket does count.
Good defense by UIC. That's just a tough bucket there. I mean, bucket, the ball almost touched the rafters on that shot.
It did. 29 and 9/10 seconds of good defense, and then that shot goes down.
Yeah. Heartbreaker. Yeah.
All right, so Flames down 1. Very entertaining ball game here in the first half. 45 and 5/10 seconds left as Jordan Mason walks the dog.
See if UIC tries to do a quick hitter here to get 2 for 1.
Here's Mason down the lane. A pass to Tyon Freeman, flying one-hander short, and a whistle and a foul call. That's going to be on Drake.
Yep, they went pretty fast here. Try to get a 2 for 1 here.
So the foul's on Tavion Banks.
And I think Tiani's going to be shooting. Yep. Is that 1-on-1 here? Yep.
Yeah. So it's going to be Sasha Tiani to the foul line. Tiani named the newcomer of the week for Missouri Valley Conference players. He's been on a tear offensively. Free throw is missed, and the rebound controlled by Banks. 34 seconds left in the first half. Flames down 1, 32-31. Sturts, top of the UIC logo to Jackson, back to Sturts. Sturts at the top of the circle. Holds and looks. Sturts, bounce pass to Banks. Inside layup is short. Rebound on the floor loose. Picked up by Ferguson. He goes up and he's fouled by the Flames. With 12.3 seconds left.
Come on, Hoodie.
Yeah.
Listen, all we ask is call it both ways, right?
Well,
Man.
foul's going to be called on Tiani. That'll be his first foul. Timeout, Flames. With 12 and 3/10 seconds left. And again, 32-31. Drake with the lead. It's a 30-second timeout. Tell you what, Kenny, it's been a hard-fought first half.
Yeah.
Now, listen, you and I know this conference very well, and I know what you're saying. Like, if you're going to not blow the whistle for the, on Drake, why blow it on UIC? It's going to have to even out at some point.
It's going to have to.
But the physical play has just been allowed. That's what it is. That's what this conference is.
And I mean, no problem with that, right? We just want some equity, you know? I mean, you can't pick and choose. If you're going to let it be physical, you can't pick and choose when you're going to call fouls, right? It needs to be, if there's a foul, then call it. But if you're not calling it, make sure it's just the same on both ends. I'm not saying, Hoodie, there wasn't contact there, but I've seen the same contact on our side as well, right? So just, it's not a bad job. I just disagree with the call. How about
Absolutely.
that? Yeah.
Well, we'll see at the end of the game when we look at the foul shots, see how you feel.
Absolutely.
Ferguson to the foul line, free throws missed.
Well, so 12 seconds here. You got Ahmad Henderson checking in. See if we can get a quick 3 here.
Ferguson, the 6'8" forward from Lamont, Illinois, went to Lamont High School. 5.3 points a game. Ferguson will have another. Free throw is good. 33-31, Drake with the lead.
Got time here, and Scoball's got to be ready to shoot this ball off the screen.
Mason into the front court. Mason with 6 seconds left. Mason down the lane, and he is fouled as he tries to penetrate to the basket. Yep, foul's going to be assessed to Mascari.
See, I like that call.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so there it is. Huh?
God and everybody saw that.
Good job, referees.
Yes. See how it evens out?
Yeah. There we go. Now you got to just go to the free throw line and make them pay, Hoodie. And especially with the game where points and possessions are going to be a premium.
Mason to the foul line. Free throw is good. He'll have another. Jordan Mason, the 6'4" guard from San Antonio, Texas, averaging 9.6 points a game. And Mason will have another. 3.8 seconds left. Mason again. And missed it. And the rebound controlled by Ferguson to Sturts. Sturts to Mascari. Mascari for three, left side, no. And that'll be the end of the first half. 33-32, Drake with the lead, Kenny.
Glad you're with us here on the Flames Network as we talk to the UIC women's basketball coach, Ashleen Bracey. She joins us right here on the UIC Flames Network. Coach, as always, I appreciate the time.
Yes, very happy to be visiting with you.
First of a 4-game road trip on January 2nd. The Flames will take on Drake. You can watch all the games, of course, on ESPN+. Happy New Year to you. How would you assess your 2024?
Happy New Year as well. My 2024 was great. I'm blessed. I got a great squad, got a great family. Really enjoyed the year. Can't complain. And, sometimes you gotta remember, like, we get to coach basketball. And this is something that I grew up loving to do. And so I feel very blessed and feel like I had a great year.
What are some of your goals for 2025 non-basketball?
Ooh, there you go. Continue to just live in the moment and get better every day. That's kind of my mindset. Become a better coach, become a better fiance, become a better person. It's hard for me to stay away from non-basketball stuff, but do my best to continue to help my team reach their potential.
I was going to say that answer was very basketball-y.
There you go. I really have one mode to me.
Okay.
Hooping mode, coaching mode.
I understood. I want to get your thoughts about the team's play in conference, and actually non-conference, before we talk about the Missouri State game. Look at the ebb and flows of before the game against Missouri State. How would you take a look at the ball club? What did you think of the performance?
When it comes to wins and losses, obviously, going 3-6 in non-con is not, ideal. But also we built a really tough schedule and, play some tough games on the road and some tough games at home. And I thought we did what we needed to do in terms of prepare ourselves for a tough conference slate. I thought we got better in every game. I thought we competed in every game. And I feel like we have them really clicking at the right time, to be honest, which I'm most proud of. Every season it's a new team, even though I got 11 seniors, it's you're formulating into what that team's potential should be, and so it takes time. And I'm proud of what we did and excited to take on this non-con or this conference play.
Yeah, and so a great start for Valley play. What did you like most about the 69-62 victory against Missouri State?
Probably that we led start to finish. We really never looked back. We never wavered. We went into the game and really recentered our thought process and our controllables to three things. We said we're going to win the rebound battle or fight like heck to do so. We're going to defend. And we are going to win every momentum play. So loose balls, take charges, any opportunity we have to shift the momentum or keep the momentum, we're going to do that. And I thought we did an incredible job focusing on those three controllable things. And I think when you do that, I think good things happen. I think especially when you have a team coming to your home court that's 8-3, that has some momentum themselves, like you can't let them get hot. And I thought we did a great job keeping it in our favor.
Senior Micaiah Williams has just been a stalwart for you. We see her play and we know how terrific she is as a player, but what does she do for your locker room?
Yeah, she's just a joy. She loves to hoop. And who doesn't want to be around somebody that just loves the game? So she comes to practice, every day, ready to work, with a smile on her face. She's like the sweetest kid. She if you watch her on the bench, when she isn't in the game, she's everybody's biggest cheerleader. An encouraging kid, and then obviously has a motor and plays the game hard. So I think she's a really important key to what we're doing, and you're seeing Micaiah really. Step up and do some things that you haven't seen her do. Like, for example, against Missouri State, she went 5 for 7 from the field. Micaiah can score the basketball, but she hasn't necessarily always taken pride in being incredibly efficient. And I thought that she really took pride in that. She made the extra pass when she needed to, and ended up with 15 points.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the assist. It's one of these stats I always look at with assist to field goal ratio. What I notice about your team is that it's not, the ball doesn't stick on one side, and it's not just one shot. You had 15 assists on 26 field goals made against Missouri State. I thought sharing the rock was essential in that first win in the Valley.
Yeah, and that's one of our biggest keys in every game. We have such a talented, deep roster where we got, Kyra Dempsey-Toney, who comes off my bench and only plays 13 minutes, had 17 points against Ohio. So we have a roster that, like, any given person on any given night can give you double figures. And so we really just talk about moving the ball and take what the defense gives us and just making that extra pass for the great shot versus the good shot.
Yeah, I want to find out something that you want to see improved. Now that we're firmly entrenched in Valley play, what do you want to see for the foreseeable future with this ball club?
I would honestly say those two things. So the three controllables that I mentioned that I thought we did really well, which is I think that needs to be our identity. And I think we need to really cling to that. And we need to understand that we are probably not going to be the top offensive team in the league. Now, we're a good offensive team, but we're probably not going to be the top. And so really buying into that, I think that we can, without a doubt, be the best defensive team in this league. And I think defense and rebounding win championships. So I think just a very conscious and intentional effort to take care of defending, rebounding, and then just being that momentum team that is everywhere on loose balls and just controlling the momentum of the game. I think those three things, if you can continue to see us build on them, I think we'll be a force to be reckoned with.
Coach, you have Drake coming up as you have a long road trip. What stands out most about Drake?
Just a winning program. She's dating back to when I used to play in the Valley and at Illinois State. They're always good. They reload. They recruit in-state kids. They are one of the teams that can probably be top in the league offensively, right? They play really fast. They play in transition. They can shoot it. They can drive it. They get to the free throw line. So really trying to slow them down. This is a game where we got to put our money where our mouth is and really defend. We got to hold them probably under 65 to give ourselves, a shot. And, I think we're very capable. And I think if we continue to, approach the game plan how we have in the last couple of weeks, I think we'll be in great shape.
Flames will be on a 4-game road trip, but then don't forget at the box office or at Ticketmaster.com, check out the UIC Flames as the ladies will take on Bradley. That's a 7 o'clock start on January 17th. So make your plans to be at Credit Union 1, 7 o'clock for UIC against Bradley at Ticketmaster.com or the box office. Coach, Happy New Year to you. I'm glad you spent some time with me.
Happy New Year, Jonathan.
The UIC Flames looking to extend their winning streak to 5, trying to go 9-4 in the season. Drake's undefeated at 12-0. Flames are trying to give the first loss of the season to these Bulldogs.
Yeah, let's see for UIC, actually for both teams. Beginning of the game, both teams started off a little sloppy. UIC with 4 turnovers, Drake with 3. Let's see if both teams can kind of start off a little bit better. UIC in the 2-3 zone coming out of the second half.
So Sturts for Drake to our right has the top of the circle. Abreu hands it off to Mascari. Sturts to the right side. Mascari for 3. Missed that shot. Rebound, tipped and volleyed into the hands of Scoball. And a foul called right there as Scoball got that rebound.
That's a nice veteran move by Scoball there. Was able to get the offensive rebound, but was able to draw a little contact. I don't know if he's got a 4.0. I don't know if theater is part of that, but nice job by him.
Fouls called on Isaiah Jackson. And Flames down 133-32. Jackson to Freeman, back to Jackson, top of the circle. Freeman on the right side. Freeman way out high on the right wing. To Jackson, top of the circle. Jackson, ball over his head, holds and looks. 14 to shoot to Henderson. Over the top to Tiani, and is taken away by Manu. That's like an interception in football.
Yeah. Henderson's just got to get a better angle there.
Sturts top of the circle for Drake. Sturts on the right wing. Now to Abreu. Sturts at the top, wide open for 3, knocks it down. Sturts for 3, he's got 17, and it's 36-32 Drake. Jackson up the right sideline for UIC. Now brings his dribble to the right wing. He's double teamed. Passes to Freeman in the left corner. It is Henderson for 3. Shot's no good from the left corner. Rebound controlled by Sturts. And a reach-in foul there by Henderson. So frustration there.
Foul there. Yeah.
So the frustration on the turnover.
Yes.
Then the 3 that was missing in the left corner. And he says,
the foul.
Because I'm going to stop this right now and foul.
Yeah.
So Ahmad on the foul, non-shooting, and Sturts will bring it up for Drake. Drake, third slowest team offensively. They drain the clock. We've seen a lot of that here in the ball game. Abreu top of the circle to Sturts. 15 to shoot. Sturts, left side, Jackson. Jackson to Mascari top of the circle. And now Sturts. Sturts with 7 to shoot. Sturts step back 3. As an air ball saved in by Manu, and a whistle on the foul call.
They're trying to see if it hit the rim, maybe?
I think that was just an air ball. But 18-16 left here for the ball game.
No, I think on the save it might have. We'll see on this replay. So, I don't know.
Maybe it ticked off.
Yeah, they're going to review this. Yeah. Now maybe he stepped out, Hoodie, trying to save the ball.
All right, well, we're going to find out from the official here. Let's see what they say here. We're going to eavesdrop. But 36-32, Drake with the lead. With 18-16 left. UIC coming off that victory against Illinois State, 73-67. Flames have defeated Dartmouth, Little Rock, Seattle, and Illinois State on Sunday.
It's a nice stretch for UIC to get 3 road victories, going into the Missouri Valley tournament. Hoodie trying to stick that that microphone over, but I think so. I think it's going to stay Drake ball.
Yeah, and 18-16 left for the ball game. And it's going to be 18 on the clock now for Drake, so 18 seconds. Sturts to inbound. Sturts has the top of the circle. Now pass to Jackson. Jackson, the flying one-hander in the lane, blocked out front by Tiani, and he is fouled. That's going to be on Manu. So Manu on the foul.
Good job there by Tiani getting his hands up.
Second team foul on Drake, as it is Ahmad Henderson in the front court. Left wing is Skobal. Skobal, a pass to Tiani. Tiani down the lane, he comes, puts up a shot and scores. Tiani with the lay-in. 36-34, Drake with the lead.
Man, he looked like Jokic right there, getting that ball.
Yeah.
Just rumbling and tumbling down, right? And he was able to convert.
Here is Jackson. Jackson foul line extended left. Top of the circle, Sturts for Drake. Sturts, right wing, Abreu. Sturts top of the circle, 12 to shoot. Sturts dances with his dribble. A quick pass inside to Manu, puts up a shot, scores, and a foul. Manu, right place, right time, and now a chance for a three-point play.
And man, it's just it starts again, Hoodie. Just being able to navigate that screen and roll. He'll go through 2 or 3 times where maybe he'll fake and go, but just a really good job of using the screen and roll, and his passing on the roll is always pretty accurate. So yeah, just. Really hard guy to guard here for UIC.
Manu with the free throw, and it's good. It's 39-34, Drake with the lead. Manu, the 6'8" forward from Kansas City, played at Wyoming last year. Now here's Skobal, raises up for 3. Missed that shot in the left wing, rebound Abreu. Here comes Drake now from left to right as we look at it here courtside. Sturts has the top of the circle. Left side is Jackson. Jackson, Manu. Hand off to Sturts. Sturts on the right side. Sturts now to Abreu, back to Sturts, top of the circle with 13 to shoot. Sturts, a bounce pass into Manu. Now a pass to Mancari for 3. Missed that shot from the right side. Rebound in the hands of Tiani. Ahead to Jackson. Jackson for UIC. A handoff to Freeman on the right side. Freeman to Ahmad Henderson. Henderson will stop in the free throw circle. Jumper is no good. Rebound tracked down by Manu. Drake down with possession, up 5, 39-34 with 16:30 left for the ball game.
And Hoodie, because Drake is so deliberate, a 5-point lead is literally a 10-point lead for them sometimes because they're just so deliberate with their offense.
Here's Sturts on the left wing. Sturts trying to get a pass to Manu in the hands of Abreu. Mancari finds Sturts on the left wing with 7 to shoot. Sturts down the lane, puts up a shot off the glass and scores. Like being at the driveway at home, Sturts with the lay-in. It's the 41-34 Drake. Just that easy.
He really dominates the ball, doesn't he? But just makes good decisions.
Henderson, Jackson. Jackson down the lane. Layup is good for Jackson. So Javon Jackson, he's got 3 points now. And 15:51 left here for the ball game. It is Drake 41, Flames 36. UIC Flames basketball on the Flames Network. Aiken Law, their attorneys understand the challenges Chicagoans face when dealing with legal issues involving workers' comp, personal injury, wrongful death, slip and fall, and motor vehicle accident cases. As the official law partner for the UIC Flames, are here to help. AinkenLaw.com. Again, AinkenLaw.com or 312-60000 for the great Howard Aiken. Sign my ball. It is 41-36, Drake with the lead with 15:46 left here for the ball game. A little pressure by the Flames defensively as Abreu for Drake has it. Now a pass to Jackson. Jackson's double team. Left side is Banks. Jackson finds a wide open Sturts for 3, knocks it down. Sturts for 3 in the left corner. 44-36, Drake with the lead. Mason for the Flames. Pass to Jackson, top of the circle. Jackson over the top to Consleris. Consleris in the lane. Spins and turns. Puts up a shot and scores. Tough move by Consleris. He's got 4 now, and the Flames within 6.
Gotta get a stop here, Hoodie.
Jackson now to Banks. Banks to Sturts. Sturts on the right wing for Drake. With 10 to shoot. Sturts. On left side is Abreu. Drives the left baseline. Abreu spins and turns. He's cut off by the Flames defense. 3 to shoot. Puts up a shot anyway and scores.
It's tough.
Tough defense. Better result offensively for Abreu.
Yeah.
46-38. Drake with the lead on the other end. Who have a whistle.
Sturts.
Yep. Sturts on the foul in the right corner. And a timeout on the floor. 14:37 left here for the ball game. Drake 46, UIC 38. You're listening to UIC Flames basketball on the Flames Network.
At UI Health, we're creating a new foundation for expert care. Introducing our new specialty care building, a state-of-the-art clinic space and expansive outpatient surgery center where we can provide more same-day robotic surgeries and innovative treatments for transplants, complete eye care, cancer, and more. A healthier future starts here. We are UI Health.
Take a break and enjoy the sounds of Portillo's.
Order number 3, come see me. Order number 3.
Portillo's. It always sounds good.
UIC students get a special bonus of $100 when you join Credit Union One and start banking anytime, anywhere. All you have to do is open a CU1 free student checking account, download our highly rated mobile app, and log in for a $100 bonus. That's it. CU1's mobile app helps you transfer money easily, deposit checks, set account alerts and debit card controls, and much more. It's an easy, everyday banking solution for students on the go. Find out more at creditunion1.org/UIC.
Jonathan and Kenny back with you here at Credit Union One Arena in Chicago. 14:37 left for the ball game, and Drake leads 46-38. Interesting about this Drake team with Ben McCullum, the new head coach. He brought 4 of his players from Northwest Missouri State. One of them is Sturts.
Yeah.
One of those guys is Sturts, the 6'4" guard from Liberty, Missouri.
Well, I think the new thing in college basketball, especially when there's new opportunities, I guess the easiest thing, and you see it here, is bring the people that know your system, right? So at the end of the day, you got 4 people, and you got a guy, Sturts, who's kind of so ball dominant and knows how to run it. It's basically the same thing he was running last year with just a different uniform, right? So.
My God, Kenny, he's just a junior, Sturts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man, so he's going to be around for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
He's been a monster so far. He's got 22 points for Drake as UIC with the basketball. Jackson finds Freeman at the top. Contreras in the lane, goes inside, missed it, and the rebound in the hands of Banks. Drake with the possession now with Sturts into the front court. Casual, belt high, right-handed dribble. Sturts, a bounce pass to Tavion Banks. Banks with 18 to shoot, back to Sturts. Sturts on the right side, top of the circles Abreu. Abreu, one dribble, holds and looks, finds Jackson in the left corner. Jackson with 8 to shoot. There is now Tavion Banks to Sturts, and a behind-the-back pass to Banks for the lay-in. 48-38, Drake with a 10-point advantage. Here's Freeman for three, left wing, yes sir. Tyon Freeman for three. Nice pass out of the post by Mason, and a three for UIC.
So, Hoodie, we talked about it. Now, Sturts has got the ball. If he gives up the ball, Mason's guarding him. Can't let him get the ball back. He's just killing us right now.
Flames down 7. Sturts, belt high, left-handed dribble. Way out high on the left wing against Contreras. Pass to Banks in the left corner. Abreu hands off to Sturts at the top. 9 to shoot. Sturts in the free throw circle. A bounce pass inside to Banks. Banks in the lane. Fall-away jumper is no good. Rebound, Tyon Freeman. Freeman in the front court for UIC. Freeman to Contreras, top of the circle. Contreras, a handoff to Jackson, way out high at the top, inside to Contreras. They swing to the left side. Contreras trying to get it to Mason, out of bounds, and it's going to be Drake basketball.
Yeah, I think the original pass by Jackson led Contreras a little bit under the basket, and Contreras had really no choice but to kind of, I think he was trying to get the ball to Freeman, but because that pass from Jackson led him too far down, caused a turnover.
Pick it in and Scoball out for UIC. 12:50 left. Flames down 7, 48-41. Right side is Jackson. Jackson now to Manu, and we have a whistle on the foul call. It's going to be on the Flames and Pickett. So Ethan Pickett on the foul. That's his first foul. 3 team fouls on UIC. Drake has hit 4 of their last 5 field goals, as it is Sturts, right of the lane, backs in from the inbounds pass. Backs in. Pass to the top of the circle, and Manscari. Now Sturts at the top. Sturts with 7 to shoot. Manscari at the top. Manscari for 3, knocks it down. Manscari for 3, the 6'5" guard from Geneva, and it's 51-41 Drake. Mason top the circle, down the lane. A pass to Tyon Freeman on the right wing. Freeman swung to the left side, and Pickett. Pickett to Freeman at the top. Swung to the right side, and Jackson. Jackson at the top. We have a whistle and a foul call on Drake. That foul's going to be called on Manscari. That's his third foul.
Yeah. I don't know why they're booing. Drake, the referees are allowed to call foul on Drake.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That's kind of part of what basketball is.
Yeah, we got Flames fans and Drake fans here at Credit Union 1. Drake fans did not like that call. Nonetheless, it is Mason for the Flames. Finds Freeman for 3. Swoosh! Tyon Freeman for 3. And the Flames down 51-44. Freeman now with 12 points tonight. Sturts swung to the right side, and Jackson. Jackson for Drake. Now to Abreu. Here's Sturts on the move on the right side for the Bulldogs. Sturts with 10 to shoot. Sturts with 8, with 7. Abreu down the left baseline. Backs in left of the lane. Turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Another one for the Flames. And UIC will have possession when we return. 11:20 left here for the ball game. Flames down 51-44. Can they get back in this game? Find out next on the Flames Network. Jordan Mason on the front court. Mason has it now left of the lane. Backs in. Mason, turnaround jumper is good. Mason scores. He's got 7. And the Flames down 51-46.
Yeah, that's a good score there. 5-point game. Got to get some stops here, Hoodie.
Sturts down the lane. Passes to Abreu. Now Sturts on the left wing. Sturts against Freeman. Sturts for Drake. Foul line extended left to the right side, and Manscari. 5 to shoot. Here's Sturts for three. Missed everything. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be UIC basketball.
Yeah.
Well, it's really all or nothing for Sturts, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
There's a couple times where he hasn't hit anything.
yeah, I mean, I think getting that ball back to him with 4 or 5 seconds left and having him 30 foot from the basket is a benefit for it. But I mean, that's probably one of the worst shots that we've seen him shoot. But Hoodie, he's so ball dominant. Yeah, as a coach, you kind of there's going to be times where it doesn't work out, right?
Yeah.
So if you're the Drake coach, McCollum, you kind of just take that. So
Jackson finds Mason. Back to Jackson, top of the circle. Jackson with 14 to shoot. Jackson to the left side and Freeman. Freeman to Jackson, top of the circle with 5 to shoot. Jackson gallops down the lane, finds Mason wide open for 3. Switch! Jordan Mason for 3 in the right wing. And the Flames within 2, 51-49. Flames fans standing up and enjoying that 3. Let's go! Here's Manu. Howard. Out of Brayu. Jackson at the top. Manu. Inside for the dunk.
travel.
And they're going to wave it off. And the foul's going to be assessed to Jackson. So Javon Jackson with his first foul. So wave off that dunk, Kenny.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had a situation in the first half where it comes back here, so evens out. 20 seconds on the clock here.
Jackson inbound for Drake. Jackson looks and finds Sturts. Sturts down the lane he comes. Layup blocked by Contreras. They'll say it's going to be a goaltend. 2 more for Drake. 53-49, Drake with the lead.
Good job there by Contreras. Just got there just a bit late, but good challenge at the rim.
That goaltend wipes off an 8-0 run for UIC. Flames 4 for their last 4. And hanging in there against the undefeated Drake Bulldogs. 53-49, Drake with the lead. Contreras on the right wing. Contreras against Manu. Backs in right of the lane. Backs in, spins and turns. Puts up a shot, scores, and a foul! Modestus Contreras, another chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, nice job there by Modestus. Was able to get it in a position there using that dribble. And good job by UIC as well by kind of recognizing that. But, you mentioned the Illinois State game where he had a little frustration. And Coach mentioned that this game, they fully expect him to, to perform, and you see it here. A little bit different of attack for UIC. Not too much Ciani so far here in the second half, right?
That's true. Yeah. Contreras to the foul line. Free throw is missed. The rebound tracked down by Pickett. New life for the Flames, and Mason will set it up for UIC. 9 minutes left here at the ball game. Flames down 253-51. Mason on the right wing. Mason against Abreu. Mason at the top of the circle with 5 to shoot. Mason along 2, knocks it down. With time running down, Mason ties the game at 53.
Nice individual move there by Mason. Not much going on in that offensive possession, but it's great to have players that can create, Hoodie.
Sturts on the right wing. What a battle here in Chicago. Sturts inside Manu. Back to Sturts on the right side. 10 to shoot. Howard now to Sturts, top of the circle. Sturts. Here's Howard penetrating down the lane, puts up a shot, and missed it. Rebound Manu. So another chance here for Drake to score with Sturts at the top. Sturts, top of the circle. Sturts, belt high right hand dribble against Freeman. Right side, Howard. Here's Manu in the free throw circle. Howard curves his way down the lane. I'll try to get a quick pass inside to Manu. And it's out of bounds. It's going to be UIC basketball.
Just trying to get everybody involved here. I mean, the UIC playing well here, especially here on the offensive end. You see, I think score ball's coming in for Freeman there, but to see if we can get something here moving. Tie game with 8 minutes to go, Hoodie. We suspected that we have a game like this.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Under 8 to play, tied at 53. Rob Eson calls out the play to Jackson. Jackson on the right wing for UIC. Javon Jackson on the move. Down the lane. Goes up and scores! Javon Jackson right to the basket. And the Flames take the lead, 55-53.
There's really good patience there by Jackson. I just love that our guards, especially in the second half, have been aggressive getting to the basket.
Sturts now to Abreu. Manu And there's a ball that's connected. Jackson trying to go down the left baseline. He kicked out of bounds. It's going to be UIC basketball. And timeout on the floor. Flames fans making some noise here at Credit Union 1 Arena. Flames with the lead 55-53 with 7:26 left. Back with more in a moment on the Flames Network. Flames are up to 55-53 with 7:26 left here against the undefeated Drake Bulldogs here at Credit Union 1 Arena. Jonathan and Kenny with you, documenting this action. Jackson top of the circle for UIC. Down the lane he comes. He puts up a shot, no. And the rebound controlled by Drake. Mascari into the front court. Mascari has the top of the circle. Mascari now to Ferguson, who's checked in. Nate Ferguson to Sturts. Sturts has on the left wing. Sturts against Contreras with 12 to shoot. Now Abreu passes to Sturts again, top of the circle. 5 to shoot. Sturts goes down the lane, puts up a shot, scores, and a foul. Yeah. Boy, he got a little bit of daylight. Was able to scoop the shot up, and now a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, just a crafty player, you know. You don't look at him, you don't say that he's really athletic. He does have some height on him, but, you know, he's just real crafty with the ball. It's a tough shot, I think, over Contreras there, but, you know, listen, we hadn't heard from him in a few minutes. UIC on a 14-4 run now. Skirts makes it a 14-5 run, but yeah, Hoodie, we're talking about him all game. So
yeah, free throws good. 56-55. Drake with the lead. Jordan Mason in the front court. Mason has a top of the circle, hounded by Mascari. Jackson finds Contreras. Now back to Javon Jackson. Javon is double teamed. Passes to Pickett for three. Off the back iron, no. And we have a whistle, loose ball foul. It's going to be on UIC.
No, I think the ball just went over the backcourt there. Yeah.
All right. All right, so it'll be Drake possession. 6:25 left. 56-55, Drake with the lead. Sturts. Across the timeline of the front court for Drake. Sturts around a Ferguson screen. Sturts on the right side, now has the top of the circle with 15 to shoot. Sturts way out high on the left wing against Contreras. Sturts, left corner of Abreu. Sturts left wing. Sturts down the lane he comes, puts up a shot off the glass and missed it. Rebound, Contreras. Here come the Flames back from right to left with Contreras into the front court. The big man with the basketball finds Mason, he'll set it up. Jordan Mason, nose to nose against Tavion Banks. Left wing is Skobal with 15 to shoot. Skobal loses the handle, picked up by Contreras. Contreras to Mason. Mason way out high at the top of the circle with 9 to shoot. Mason between the legs dribble. Mason to Jackson for three. Missed it, and he is fouled. He is fouled by Mascari. Yep. And that's his fourth foul, by the way, Mascari.
Yep. Yeah, just closed out a little bit too hard, a little bit on discipline on the closeout. And Jackson's got to go to the free throw line and hit three. But a lot more action you see in here. You see the pace a little bit for UIC, pushed up a little bit. Tyan Freeman probably going to check in here for Pickett.
Jackson hits the first free throw. He'll have two more. UIC, 7 of their last 9 field goals.
Yep.
Second shot's good. Here comes Tyan Freeman as Kenny mentioned in for Skobal. 5:29 left. This confident UIC team.
Confident. I mean, through the ebbs and flows of the game, just second half team. Yeah, plays really well in the second half. 3 free throws made by Jackson. 2-point game. UIC 58-56. Let's go, Hoodie.
5:25 left here for the ball game. An exciting one here at Credit Union 1 Arena. It's the undefeated Drake Bulldogs. Right side is Jackson. Jackson in the lane. Left wing is Abreu. Top of the circle is Sturts. Sturts with 12 to shoot. 10, 9. Sturts, top of the circle. Dances his dribble and finds Banks. He goes down the lane and scores. Time was running down, but Banks is right there, going right down the lane. It's tied at 58. On the other end, we got an offensive foul.
That's bad.
That's going to be on. I'm telling you, that's Jackson running over Sturts, correct?
That'd be on Jackson. That's just bad there.
Just watch the replay again. I don't know if they'll show it on the replay, but it was Sturts trying to hold his position, and then was run over by Jackson, so now it's going to be Drake possession.
Well, the thing about Scourge, I was going to mention it before this, he's just got the ability to deliver passes from either hand, and they're accurate, and that's just a great skill, especially as a ball handler. He can deliver the pass, whether it be a bounce pass from the left or right hand, and you can see it here on the screen.
Sturts on the left wing, 17 to shoot. Jackson top of the circle. Jackson, a quick pass inside to Banks, and his shot is blocked by Contreras, tracked down by Mason out of bounds, and that's going to be UIC basketball.
Good job.
So UIC basketball tied at 58 with 4:36 left. Well, this Flames team is fighting their way through this Drake team. Drake undefeated in the Missouri Valley, 2-0. And undefeated so far this season. See what the Flames do here with under 5 to play. We're at 4:30 now. Tied at 58. Mason in the front court. Mason has the top of the circle. Left wing is Jackson. Jackson left of the lane. Finds Mason on the left wing. Mason will come outside and reset at the top of the circle. Mason with 8 to shoot with 7. Goes around a Freeman screen. Mason hits the jumper. Jordan Mason coming through. He's got 14, and the Flames with the lead 60 to 58.
Yeah, he's hit some big shots here in the second half, Mason has.
4 minutes left for the ball game. Sturts yo-yos a belt high right-handed dribble against Pickett. Sturts has it on the right wing with 10 to shoot. Raises up for 3, knocks it down. Sturts for 3. He's got 30 points along with 10 assists. 61-60, Drake with the lead. Freeman at the top. 3:35 left. Mason on the move, has on the left wing for UIC. Mason for 3. Swish! Jordan Mason for 3 on the left wing, and the Flames retake the lead 63-61.
Kids hitting some big shots, Hoodie. I mean, this is exactly what we want here. So, yeah, almost 3 here to go. It's going to be back and forth here, Hoodie.
Mason with 17 as Sturts has it for Drake. Sturts top of the circle, belt high left-handed dribble. Bounce pass inside to Ferguson. Ferguson, turnaround jumper, yes sir. Ferguson on the left baseline. And it's tied at 63 and a timeout on the floor. Back and forth we go in an exciting one here in Chicago. 3:01 left here for the ball game. Flames 63, Drake 63. With Kenny Williams, Jonathan Hood with you at Credit Union One Arena in Chicago. We're tied at 63, 3:01 left. Flames trying to beat the undefeated Drake Bulldogs. And boy, what a ball game. And what a great effort by Jordan Mason in the second half. 12 points for Mason's really elevated this team.
Yeah, 12 points, 5 for 5 from the field. Just a back and forth game. You know, I mentioned, and we mentioned here in the second half, a little bit of a different attack that we saw from the first half to the second half. You know, not too many, points or even time for Tiani, right? And I think what UIC's decided to do is kind of get more guarded, orientated, and let guys like Mason go to work, and it's paid off.
Mason into the front court for UIC. Mason hounded by Banks. Mason top of the circle. Mason has on the left wing. Now a pass to Jackson down the right baseline, goes up and missed it, and the rebound controlled by Drake. Here is now Sturts. Sturts on the right wing. Sturts with 17 to shoot. Sturts, pass to Banks. Banks down the lane, puts up a shot and missed it. And the rebound goes out of bounds. And it's going to be UIC basketball with 2:19 left and tied at 63.
Yeah. Talk about UIC's defense here in the second half as well. I mean, obviously, Sturts is having a fantastic game with 30 points. But other than that, it's slim pickings, at least for Drake, right? So I think, UIC's done a really good job of defending the other players, obviously.
Jackson down the lane for UIC, goes up, scores, and a foul!
Jackson hit the ground hard, man.
And now a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, he hit the ground hard. He's a tough kid. Yep.
With 2:06 left, Jackson goes right to the basket and gives the Flames the lead. So watch this again here. It was Mason passing to Jackson. Jackson found that daylight, and he was fouled hard by Tavion Banks.
And that's an elite finish there, to be able to take that contact and then still be able to have the strength to get it up there. And that's what I mentioned. I'll ask Coach, after the game as the game goes along. But, having Stiani out, there you see the penetration lanes because you don't have a guy in the post. So it's a really good job by Mason and here Jackson with a chance to get a three-point play.
Jackson to the foul line. Free throw's good. So he completes a three-point play. Flames up 3. 66-63 with 2:06 left for the ball game. Here is Sturts into the front court. He knocks down Tyron Freeman, no call. Sturts top of the circle. Play continues. Sturts, belt high right hand dribble. Sturts, a pass to the Abreu. Now to Sturts to the top of the circle. Raises up for a three. In and out, no good. Rebound in the hands of Manu. Now Sturts with 15 to shoot. Sturts, right of the lane. Passes out to Mascari. Mascari, now to Tavion Banks. Mascari top of the circle. 7 to shoot. Abreu on the left wing for Drake. Left corner, jumper is no good, and a whistle on a foul call. That's going to be on Contreras.
Yeah.
With 1:27 left, and the Flames with a 66-63 lead. That's going to be 2 shots for Drake.
Let's see if we can see it on a replay here. I thought initially the challenge by Contreras was good, but are they giving? They're going to give. There'll be 2 shots here. I just wanted to see if it was a clean, maybe at the end of the challenge, Contreras maybe hit him, but nonetheless 2 free throws.
Abreu to the foul line, free throw's good. Abreu now with 6 points. Jackson in and Mascari out with 1:27 left.
Got to secure the rebound here.
66-64 Flames. Abreu puts up the free throw and rattles it in. 66-65 UIC. 1:27 left for the ball game. Hold everything, Flames fans, for this fantastic finish. Mason in the front court. Mason on top of the UIC logo. Mason hounded by Banks. Mason left wing, 15 to shoot. Mason top of the circle. Dances with his dribble. Mason finds Freeman left corner. Freeman for 3. Swish! Tyron Freeman for 3 in the left corner! Flames up 69-65 with 1:02 left. Timeout on the floor. Drake with possession now with Tavion Banks. 1 minute left in the ball game. Flames up 4, 69-65. Sturts on the right side. Sturts right corner. Jackson 3, missed it, and the rebound tracked down by Sturts. He gets his own rebound. 18 to shoot. Sturts on the move, has on the right wing. Finds Abreu for 3, missed it, and the rebound in the hands of Freeman. It's a tie-up. Should be a foul on Drake. Let's see. Let's see what they call.
I think it's going to be on.
Is it on Freeman? No, it's on Contreras.
Contreras, yeah.
So a loose ball foul on Contreras with 38 and 5/10 seconds left, and the Flames up 69-65. So it's going to be Banks to the foul line.
Yeah.
Banks with 8 points for Drake.
Just a fortuitous bounce for, we force kind of a bad shot, right?
Just 5 fouls on Contreras.
Oh, wow.
So now it's 5 on him. He'll say goodnight.
Yeah.
6 points, 3 for 5 from the field, 2 rebounds.
So we forced, kind of an early shot by Sturts. I was actually surprised he took that 3, but then bounced right back to his hands, right? So, so 2 offensive rebounds by Drake leads to, 2 free throws here. So I believe it's going to be a 1-and-1, Hoodie.
I think it's a 1-and-1 situation, Kenny.
So you got to, if you're Freeman on the baseline, and if you're Scoball, you got to really pinch on the miss here.
So Scoball in for UIC. Banks to the foul line for Drake. Flames up 4. 38 and 5/10 seconds left. Banks hits the free throw. He'll have another. Nail biting time here for Flames fans. So we look around this arena. Drake fans pretty much quiet here in the second half. Banks again. Puts up a shot and missed the free throw. Rebound Pickett. Here's Jackson in the front court for UIC.
Take your time here if you're UIC. Ball control.
Jackson. And he is fouled as he tries to go to the left wing. That foul's going to be on Abreu. Yep. So it's 28 and 5/10 seconds left. Foul by Abreu, a 1-on-1 situation. Drake, no field goals the last 2:35. They've gone cold.
Yeah, hey, we got to give our guys some credit here. Just doing a really good job of making it tough on Drake. So, yeah. Crucial free throws here.
Oh, God. Kenny.
I hear you. Hey, man.
Jackson's to the foul line. He's got 11 points tonight, along with 4 assists. Free throw good. He'll have another. 71. 70-66 UIC. 28 and 5, 10 seconds left. Jackson will have another, and the free throw is good. 71-66 UIC.
No threes here.
28 and 5, 10 seconds left. Abreu inbound for Drake. Is it off to Sturts? Sturts across the timeline of the front court. Finds Abreu in the left wing. Abreu hops into the lane, puts up a shot and scores. 71-68 UIC. Jackson's trapped in the backcourt for UIC, and he is fouled by Manu. Jackson right in front of the Drake bench. He's fouled with 15 and 10 seconds left.
One here for Jackson.
Yep. So it'll be Jackson again going to the foul line. He already hit 2 clutch free throws. We watch the play again right here, Kenny. It's like the Jackson was trapped in the backcourt and he was knocked down. Free throw is good.
Let's go.
He'll have another. 72-68 UIC.
And see if UIC he pressures Drake just a little bit, just to get them rushed up a little bit.
Second free throw, rattles around and in. He hits them both. 73-68. Timeout, Drake. 73-68. Flames with the lead.
Yeah.
15 and 10 seconds left.
Yeah, that's what we talked about, Hoodie. I really, we'll touch on it. Obviously, 15 minutes or 15 seconds to go here in the game, but just I think the decision, and we're talking with coach and the staff, they're really big on flow, right? And I think in the second half, the attack was different, right? Where in the first half, a lot of the attack, at least for us offensively, was through Tiani, right? And now, here in the second half, not too much of Tiani, but, I think with coach and talking about flow, what was working was the guard penetration, whether it's Jackson or whether it's Mason, and getting it out to the shooters. And it's also on the defensive end, able to put a little bit more pressure on a guy like Sturge. Now, he's got 30 points, right?
Yep.
But I think they've taken everybody else out of the game.
UIC operations playing Kendrick. They're not like us.
Is that you, Hoodie? Did you sneak that in?
I put a quarter in the jukebox as it is. Now Sturts into the front court. 10 seconds left. Sturts, jackknife 3. No. Rebound, tip by Manu, no, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay Drake basketball with 7.7 seconds left, and the Flames up 73-68.
All right. Pickett's got to be real careful here, not to try to let Sturts, kind of shake free. Now, if you're Pickett as well, if you're on Sturts, force him to the basket. Don't let him shoot the 3.
They're going to check the time here. It's going to stay 7.7 on the clock. 73-68 UIC with the lead. Banks to inbound, looks, and gets it to Mascari. Mascari for 3, missed it. Rebound, tip, that shot's no good, and it goes in for Manu with 2.2 seconds left. Timeout on the floor. Flames with a 3-point lead now, 73-70 with 2.2 seconds left. Once again on the offensive glass.
Yeah, man.
Drake was so good in that scenario. Manu gets the tip in.
Exactly.
But again, a timeout and 2.2 seconds left.
So if you're Drake, you're probably going to put in your 5 quickest people to try to get a turnover, right? For UIC, number 1 is getting the ball in bounds, right? And 2.2 seconds left. Now you got game reset. So now UIC has 1 timeout left. You want to make sure that you take that into account. I know that coach will put that, as a key here if we need to use the timeout, right? But, you get the ball in bounds for all intents and purposes. Now, Hoodie, we've seen some craziness now.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think for UIC, it's going to be ball security and getting the ball in. If you can't get it in, don't take the 5-second count. You got a timeout to burn.
So the Flames trying to get a 5-game winning streak if they can hold on here. But again, what stands out to me, Kenny, is the confidence of this team.
Confidence, exactly right.
Like, again, another slow start. This is what we've seen from the Flames, almost commonplace right now.
Yeah.
But as the game goes on, they get more and more confident. The passing is crisper. The defense is better. More attention to detail. It's just fantastic. So now...
Yeah, now they're going to run like an NFL play here. You might send some people along. All 5 players for UIC out of bounds right now.
Okay, so 2.2 seconds left. They're going to hand the ball to Freeman. Freeman to inbound. Passes to Jackson. And he's fouled immediately by Isaiah Jackson. Right man for the job as Javon Jackson will go to the foul line with 1.4 left.
And shoot 2. Yep, they'll shoot 2 shots.
Yep.
But he's so proud of these kids, man.
Yeah.
Since the start of the year, they just play with so much confidence, so unselfish. You know, and so many players contribute at different times, right? Whether it's a defensive assignment, whether it's hitting shots.
So Jackson to the foul line. Free throw is missed. 1.4 seconds left. He'll have another. It's a 2-shot foul. 1.4 seconds left. Jackson awaits. Jackson, one dribble. Free throw is good. 74-70 UIC. Long up court pass. It's intercepted by Pickett. Flames win! Flames win! Flames win! The UIC Flames, they defeat Drake by the score of 74-70.
Just a well-played game.
Happy New Year!
There we go. That's how you want to start off the year, right?
The UIC Flames, they defeat Drake 74-70. Drake coming in undefeated, and their first loss is right here at Credit Union 1 Arena.
Go ahead and say it, Hilda. I know they're not like us.
They are not like us at all. The first win for the Flames against Drake since December of 2000. And the Flames win 74-70. Handshakes all around, smiles by the UIC Flames.
Yeah. It's just a really total performance by UIC, right? Never got their head down. You know, I just really proud of these kids, and I know the coaches are as well. And, you know, coaches will be coming out fired up, so we'll talk to him about a couple things. A solid win for UIC.
But think about what we just saw here. Undefeated team, Drake coming in. People are telling me at Illinois State, Drake's not ranked yet, huh? Like, no, they're not, because they got to play the Flames first.
That's right.
That's what I told them.
I mean,
they scoffed and they laughed, and I said, we got to go through this very confident UIC Flames team first.
Right. Well, after we beat you, too, at Illinois State, we'll go ahead and get Drake as well. So just a fantastic all-around performance. I believe, again, 4 players in double figures for UIC.
Just take a breath and just think about the signature victory we just saw here in front of us, in front of the home crowd as UIC defeats Drake 74-70. Celebrate, Flames fans. I know you celebrated for Happy New Year.
We celebrate tonight again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go.
Post-game show with Rob Eson next on the Flames Network.